Hello everybody, I'm Tone300 and welcome to a brand new series on Manor Lords. Now this is a relatively new game, it's been out about a week or so. I picked it up on Steam on sale, 25% off, so if it's still on sale, get it now because this game is great and there's a lot of hype about it. In my opinion it's great anyway. I've only played it for a couple of hours, so we're going to really run a test on this game now. We're going to do a full playthrough on it and yeah, let's get started and see what it's like. So we've got some initial settings and stuff you can have a look at. All of mine are on default, I haven't changed a thing. So feel free to go through and change them if you want to, but I'm going to leave everything on default. So we go to new game. And the first thing I noticed on this was this guy here. Now I'm pretty sure he is off of Stronghold. Remember the game, the castle game? Lord Long Arm, I think he was called, or something like that. Long Arm, something like that. Anyway, look him up, but I'm pretty sure it's him. In fact, I might even look him up myself and show you now. Yeah, it definitely looks like him anyway. So we're going to rename ourselves. I don't want to be called Lawrence. I am going to be called Lord Aratone, which is one of my names I play under on different games, especially this style of game. And then we're going to have a look at our coat of arms, which I absolutely love this feature. I think this is amazing. You can customise different fields to what you want. I think it's just great, I really do. But the one I'm going to go for is a more simple version. I'm going to choose that. We are going to go with this one here. I'm going to change the colouring. Like so, and that's what I'm happy with. You can change all the scale of everything. It's really cool. You can do so much with this. It appears you can actually put it upside down as well. I don't know how I did that, but I did. There we go. So yeah, play around with it, get your coat of arms exactly how you want it. That's the one I'm happy with. You can change this as well. There's all sorts of things you can change. It's really cool. So let's get started. So you'll be on a screen with 3 different scenarios. I'm going to go with the default restoring the peace, which is to dominate the whole map. You can have a look for all the options, adjust these if you find it too easy, too hard, whatever you want. I'm going to leave it as it is, default. With initial bandit camp of 1, raid of 3 years of 2, so 2 years before they start raiding our town. However, you can get raided before this. If you attack a bandit camp and they defeat you, they're going to come after your town, so be careful with that. Let's get started. Okay, so we load in, straight away we've got a new message. Victory condition dominance. Build up your town, your manor, and when ready, press claims towards regions owned by your opponents. Once the claim has been pressed, be ready for battle. I'll unite these lands under my rule. And with that, we've started. So in Manor Lords, families need food and fuel, and a roof above their heads to survive. So we've got our suppliers panel up here. We can see we've got 4 months food and we are consuming no fuel at the moment. We do have fuel because we have some timber, so you can see what else we've got. This is all our different supplies. Currently showing surplus at default. You can click that to total goods stored. It will change when you've got more goods anyway and you're further into the game. Up here, this is our treasury, our personal sort of wealth. Obviously we don't have anything at the moment. We can visit our settlement if we so want to in third person mode and run holding shift. I like to do this, go and say hello to everyone and have a look around. game does look really good, doesn't it? So we'll hit escape and come out of that. And again, this is our regional wealth, so the area we live in of ep1, which we will rename. This is our development window, so we can specialise in whatever we want to once we unlock some points. And you do that by, as you can see there, burgage plots, level 1 or higher. We need 5 to get the settlement level of small village. So we'll come back to this, but we're going to rename this place. But first of all, I want to see what we've actually got. Okay, so it looks like we've got a rich iron deposit and a rich clay deposit. Not too bad. These are random what they're going to give you at the start. So look, next door we've got rich stone, rich clay. That's got a lot of wild animals. Every plot will be different. All of these greyed out ones we can take over. It will cost us influence, which we don't have any at the moment, so we get that by defeating bandits and stuff. These two are owned by this guy here, Hildebolt von Berenrut, who will eventually try and take over all of them. So I think eventually we're going to have to battle him. So, ep1, what are we going to name this area? I think I'm going to go with a sort of Game of Thrones theme with my naming of everywhere. And this one I think we're going to call High Garden. I'm not sure if it's all one word or not, but we're going to do it like that. We can always change this later. And that has now changed. So this is going to be where we have a lot of farming and stuff like that, because we're going to need a lot of food, but also we're going to produce quite a lot of clay and iron here. So let's go back to our settlement, which was where? It's got to be here somewhere. I've actually lost them. Here they are. I knew they were somewhere. Right, so one of the first things we want to do, we're on pause at the minute while we're having a look around, because you can actually see the terrain it's quite hilly around here, so High Garden actually is a good name for this because we're high up. These are our main roads, and I'm thinking this is going to be like our main town area here. Which would be a bit closer to our resources. We don't want them too far away. I guess we could actually come over here to be even closer if we wanted to. I'm just planning this out in my head, so this is our main sort of route through. So we're going to want a trading post on here, so maybe here, maybe a market here, and some housing either side. Yeah, we're going to centralise this area here. Got our wild animals, our berries are all the way up there, so they're quite a way away. We can set up like a granary along here somewhere, in between the two. We don't want it too far from the housing because, well, you'll see why later on. We're going to use the housing to gain some food as well. Okay, this is telling you how to do your roads. So let's start off with producing some more wood, I think. Yeah, so look, it does tell you about the strengths and weaknesses, resource deposits, soil fertility, which we can have a look at if we go into farming. Shows our underground water. So we don't want that to be too far away, so we'll probably use over here or over here as our water supply. Fertility. Okay, this is the most fertile land for Emma fertility, which is going to be like our grain and stuff. Flax is not very good. Barley's not great either. There's a little patch there. Okay. Rye is pretty good down here as well. Okay, so we're going to reserve this area for farming. And we're going to start off with... I'm going to get a logging camp in. We're still on pause, so we're not doing anything at the moment. We don't want to log anywhere where the animals are or where the berries are, because we're going to lose resources that we need. And I think I'll be fairly happy logging most of this. So I'm going to set that up on the main road, shall I? Okay, we can always move this later, so we're going to set that one up there. Let's hit play again, because unassigned families will start working on it automatically. We're also going to want to construct early on the granary and the storehouse. I'm going to put these next to each other and leave a little bit of space between them. Okay, so that's used up most of our timber, but we do have a logging camp under construction. This is why you want to build this early on, because if you start building and run out of timber, it's game over before you even get started. Okay, so they're starting to move around to do construction. It might be an idea just to place a road up here just to speed things up for them. Roads are free anyway, so we can remove that, I believe. Yep, Alt and left click on the mouse will remove that road. So now we can, while we're doing that, we can fast forward a little bit. So we want to get these built, but we also want to think about housing, because we have a homelessness problem. So I think we're going to concentrate up here for now with some housing on this road. And I'm just going to continue that road down here for now, and eventually we're going to want to link up with this, so I think we can have another road come down here. Think about where our market's going to be. This is quite a central location. You want this.
Why do I have to carry this alone?
I'm not sure if that would be big enough. Kind of weird, this little bit in the road here, isn't it? Can we actually remove that? Okay, let's assign a family to this. We can start. Everything you build will need a family assigned, or most things will, to operate. These pre-placed roads, you can remove them. That's interesting. I didn't realise we could do that. Okay, so this is a message. I have heard of your renown. I only seek to defend my rights and my honour against those who would wrong me. I hope you will not judge me by the rumours and slanders that some may spread about me. Let's write back to Hildebolts. You left with these options. I wouldn't suggest doing that yet. So we're going to drop that in there. You have no rightful claim to Selbitz and Hofstetten, which are two areas he has claimed for himself. And he's going to try and claim more. So we're trying to plan out our town at the moment. This looks like it could become a sort of industrial kind of area. Housing. Yeah, I don't really like this road.
Summer's coming soon, and soon the beating sun.
Okay, that makes a little interesting area there, doesn't it? We are going to need a well, so let's think about that. It looks like we've placed our storehouse right on top of it. We do have a space there. Or we have water over here. Okay, I'm still not very happy with this road layout, so I'm just going to fiddle around with this for a minute. Okay, so we can adjust our plots. We're going to put some housing. So you notice if you go too small, you won't get this other option in the back garden. And that is quite important.
Summer's coming soon, and soon the beating sun. We all know what that means. Come on, laddie. Come on.
Okay, that would give us 5 homes, but if we hit this, we can reduce plot sizes or increase the actual plot sizes, reduce the homes. So this would actually home 6. That would home only 5. And I quite like this. However, I might make the gardens just a little bit bigger, maybe.
Summer's coming soon, and soon the beating sun.
Yep, I'm happy with that. That's got to home 6 families in there. Initially 3, but we can expand into 6. So as you can see, our food is down to 2 months, so we need to do something about this now. And I believe we have neglected our supplies and it is raining, so we need to get those away as quick as we can. The best way of doing this is to actually assign people to the granary and to the storehouse. They will then go and collect the goods. That leaves 2 families spare for construction. But actually we need to start producing some food as well because we are running out. So let's get some berries. Gathering. Forager's hut. So you want to be careful where you place this, not on top of the actual berries. Okay, some people like to put the granary right next to the forager's hut, but obviously we're going to have meats from here as well, and we're actually going to grow things in the gardens of these houses. I'm actually going to prioritise this. Here we go, we've got somebody working. Now you only start with 1 ox, so it's a bit of an issue. We can get another one, but we'll need to... First I want to build a new hitching post or move the existing one because I don't like where it is. So let's relocate this for free.
Come on, laddie.
We'll put it next to the storehouse, I think. Okay, we have a forager's hut. We've got to assign a family so we can start getting some food. As you can see, we are running out of food already. There you go, they're moving straight in and they're out to work, gathering food. They know we're going to need food soon. Maybe we should set up the hunter's cabin as well. There you go, hunting camp. Do not place it inside the red area because it overlaps animal habitat, will cause migration. We don't want that. So we're going to need a road, ideally. I mean, I guess we could use this existing road. It's a little bit inefficient, but it's okay for now. You can see homeless will move onto the plot, and if the thumbs up approval is high enough, it might attract new families too. So we need over 50% before we can attract anyone. and the higher it is, the more chance you have of attracting more families. I believe if it goes over 75%, I think you can attract 2 families per month, and over 50 is just 1 family, which we have space for 1 more family at the moment. So these guys should now move in, the homeless people, because we have enough homes. This is what we have to do, expand the living space. So that gives room for another family, that gives room for another family, and that one gives room for another family too.
Come along, lad.
There's a little bit of construction work to do. But once that's done, they will move in.
Tomorrow, I'm to do my own.
There we go.
We all know what that means.
Right, we're going to have a look at the ones that are actually complete. And you'll see this here, construct a backyard extension. This is really important early on. It's something that can be easily neglected. And we've got vegetable gardens, chicken coop and goat shed. Now I like to start with a vegetable garden. It's going to cost us 15 of our wealth, but that's going to give us some vegetables. And we're just going to leave that one, I think, for now. We're going to plan out our market as well.
I'll stay with his drink.
There we go. See, straight away we've got some market stalls opening up, firewood and food. Our food has gone up to 13 months, so the berries must be doing well. Here our granary is filling up. Our storehouse is doing okay as well. I'm not sure we want to leave people in here, so we're going to take the families out.
Come one, come all. Feast your eyes on our fine selection.
It does abandon the stalls, however. Right, so we can expand on our... Where's our timber production? Where do we put our logging camp, guys? I seem to have lost it. Oh, it's right here. Right in front of me. So they'll be chopping down all these trees, which I don't mind this area being chopped down. We are going to want to relocate this because this is a prime position which we don't want it in. So now we have a bit of timber. Let's think about where we want it. Oh, our bread's been stolen by the nearby bandits. This is an early problem you're going to have of bandits. So they've come all the way over and stolen our bread. I think we're going to start cutting down these trees up here. So we are going to move our logging camp already. And we're going to add to it as well, so we're going to add a woodcutter's lodge for firewood. And we're going to go ahead and build the saw pit as well. Actually works out really well, that, didn't it? So we'll get those built. You can see at the moment we've only got one family assigned to a job, so let's assign someone back into the logging camp.
We all know what that means.
One other one you want to have a look at is the forester's hut as well. If you want to keep the timber nearby, then you're going to want one of these. To replant all the trees we cut down, obviously. Right, so we have vegetables growing already. It's going to give us some early food. I do require more vegetables than that, but first of all we want a trading post, I think, because trading in this game is what's going to make us lots of money. I think I'm going to set it up here. I know we're going to lose a few trees, but I don't mind that. I want it on the main road, I want it near the market, so I'm happy with that. I want to upgrade our hitching post as well when we can to a stable, but we're going to need planks first. We're running out of fuel, so that is the job of the woodcutter's lodge. I'm going to assign a family in there. We'll get this trading post built. We want to think about some more residential houses soon as well. Now they're stealing our wood as well. Okay, let's just slow things down for a moment. So at the moment, what have we got? We don't have much we can trade. We could trade our only tools or our timber or our little bit of stone, but we don't want to. We've got berries we could trade, but I think we're going to need most of this. So I think if we try and up our production of firewood, we could sell that. Going to make some planks as well, so we're going to put somebody in there. Okay, we've assigned too many families to everything at the moment. So as we're now in winter, or coming into winter, sorry, berries are seasonal, so they are not being produced anymore. So we can have that family back to work somewhere else. So I'm trying to just build up a supply of firewood. We're going to need some for the winter, obviously. We've only got 2 months supply. I've got plenty of food. And then we can actually have a look at trading. We could trade planks, which we will soon be producing. Commodities. Having a look for our firewood. I can't actually remember where it is. There it is, firewood. So it's only worth 1 to sell. So we might be better off waiting for the planks. Now we can set up a trade route for 7, which I'm going to do. I notice some of these are really expensive, so there is a development point we can spend here, which will limit every single trade route to a maximum of 25 regional wealth. So that is worth doing if we want to trade anything else. Okay, we're going to take a family out of there and put them into producing planks now. And I'm actually going to put a family into the trading post to try and stock some of these planks we're making, so we can start selling them. So we're on no trade at the moment, so if we go to export, and once we've got, how many do we want to keep in stock? So we've got 2 in stock, and anything else we're going to sell because we want some money. Once they're in stock, they'll start selling and we'll start getting some more money, which we can then spend on developing these plots a bit further. I think we definitely want another vegetable garden, so I'm going to do that straight away. In fact, all of these are nice big plots, so I'm going to do all of these as vegetable gardens once we've got enough wealth. So once we sell a couple more planks, well, 1 more plank, we should have enough. If you hold down tab, this shows you all sorts of different information, where everything is. It does actually show the traders as well, look. You can see them moving around the map. Okay, so we are in winter now. The bandits are really being pesty, aren't they? I think we're going to need an army soon to deal with those bandits. I don't think we have anything available at the moment, as in weaponry. We have 9 recruits available, but we have no weapons of any sort. We will get some soon.
Well, perhaps it was simply a bad bet. These things do happen from time to time.
Not sure why I've just got supplies sat there. Because we've got no one in the storehouse, have we? We need to get those moved. Let's unassign a family there. Put them in the storehouse to put all our supplies away. Everything should be gone from here now, which is our original settlement when we first started, if you remember. We could go ahead and remove that road if we want. I'll leave it there just for now.
Why do I have to carry this alone? We all know what that means.
The thing is, our timber is quite a distance, isn't it, to the storehouse? We could go more efficient if we had stayed over here somewhere, but we have got our animals and our berries, so I didn't want to do that. I mean, look at the area that is taken already. I'm waiting till we produce some planks, but we don't seem to be producing many at the moment.
Why do I have to carry this alone? I gave the old ox a handful of month-old
We
grain.
can assign livestock to help speed that up, but at the moment we only have the one ox and he's got several jobs he's doing. Okay, you see he's dropped some off now at the saw pit. We can make some. We now have some planks, which I'm going to go ahead and upgrade to a stable because I think we need another ox.
Don't be shy, sirs and ladies.
These bandits.
We'll need to lift this beam to the roof.
Okay, so we have our small stable. So we've got space for another animal. So I'm going to buy another ox, which is 20 regional wealth, which we can just about afford. And then I'm actually going to assign one to the saw pit because we're always waiting around for the ox to be free. You can only move the timber with an ox. Possibly a horse, I don't know, but I think it is just an ox. So there you go, we've permanently assigned an ox to work there, which will improve efficiency and produces a lot more planks. Okay, bandit camp was sighted. We don't have any army yet to deal with this, so there are three bandit camps. We're definitely going to want to deal with those, and actually we will gain a lot of influence if we do. And they'll stop stealing our goods, of course, as well. As soon as we can do this, we're going to do it. I think we actually need to get 2 more burgage plots, then we can go to the small village. I'm going to leave a little bit more space there.
Come along, lad.
Okay, I'm reducing them to have bigger plots. Okay, as we have plenty of resources at the moment, I think what we're going to do is take a family out of the logging camp, assign one into the trading post. Oh, we already have one in the trading post, that's good. So we should be able to trade now. Okay, raiders near. We've received reports of a band of raiders roaming the nearby land. Should we track their steps? Yes, that means we have a year left before they come. We want to get these built so we can get upgraded to a small village. How's our firewood? Plenty, so we're going to get another family free just for now. I want to try and get this built as quick as we can. Okay, we have our development point. We have a new message. So we've got an armament delivery. A strong militia is paramount to the survival of any assessment. Luckily, a shipment of weapons has just arrived, and you will now be able to create your first militia banners to serve and protect your people. However, we will need more weapons to equip all the people as the settlement grows, either by making them or importing them from other lands. Okay, let's form the militia. So we can click on this tab down here, create new units, and you can see we have 20 spears and 20 shields, but only 9 recruits at the moment. We're going to form it. We've created our first new militia unit. Okay, so that's all self-explanatory. If you want to rally them, you can click on them, click rally, and do so. But it will decrease your efficiency because obviously we're using 9 of our villagers. We're not going to do that just yet. I don't think 9 is quite enough to take on 3 bandit camps. We need a few more than that. So we're going to need to attract some more residents. We're going to upgrade that one. And we'll upgrade that one as well. You can see we are making some regional wealth from these planks. I know we need to reassign our families soon. I'll put one in there. We really need to attract some more families, which will increase our potential army size as well. So we do have a 50% rating, so we should attract a family next month. That's because we've got a good food variety. Okay, did we ever put anyone into hunting? Not yet, so we'll do that as well. We can now make our other vegetable garden. If we wanted to, we could sell vegetables. We don't have that many, so we're not going to. The berries are now being produced again, so we can reassign somebody there. And now really we just need another family because we are using everybody. So we're going to fast forward a little bit. And we're just waiting for April to come, see if we get a new family moving. Okay, so the other army is claiming some land. And they are claiming the one right next to us. Really? Okay, that is not great because that's going to cut us off a little bit. We're going to aim for this one then. Or maybe this one, I don't know yet. One of these two. That did surprise me. Normally they go next to each other. It must just be random. Okay. We could resolve this on the battlefield, but we don't have an army, so realistically that is not an option. And we're still waiting for April. In fact, I'm not sure if they're going to move in while there is nowhere to move into. Let's get that finished off, because that's under construction again, because we're upgrading it. See, there we go, a new family started moving in April. So we now have another family spare. We'll put someone back into woodcutting. And if we now look at our army, we now have an army of 11. Another ruler's army was sighted. He's probably moving in to deal with all the bandits. Looks like he's already dealt with 2 camps. I'm not ready to take on these bandits yet. Although it appears to be empty. I wonder if he's already killed them. We could go and have a look. It's a little bit of a risky move, but if we form an army, we can go and have a quick look. Okay, we're going to rally our army to that point. They're going to go and gather up their spears, and then they'll soon appear.
Come on, laddie.
Unless that didn't work. Let's try that again. Okay, so that's worked. This will just tell you how to move your units around. Left click to select them, right click to move them. Use Control and Alt for different options. Okay, they do suffer fatigue, so if they're running, be careful. Do not send them straight into battle, let them recover. If they're low morale, they will flee. And they also have an effectiveness stat. As you can see, they're 75% there. Once they're stationary, it goes up a little bit.
Pick up the pace.
So we're actually going to go and have a look for this bandit camp. Hopefully it is empty. While we're doing that, some new families might move in, hopefully. So as you can see, look, they're really tired at the moment. So what we're doing is we're just going to stop just short here, and we're going to give them a little break, little rest. We can turn off run. If you send them in tired, they will get slaughtered. This army is probably too small to take on any soldiers, so hopefully this is empty.
Move quickly.
Okay, it does appear to be empty because by now they would be attacking us, so let's go and have a look. You'd see them all around if there was any there. So we're going to claim the spoils of war, which we're going to send to... I'm actually going to send this to the treasury because we can hire militia with this if we need them, which we might do. See, it's got in my treasury there. Okay, let's send them home. Okay, so we've had another family move in. So we still have space for 2 more families, I believe. Or 4 more families actually, because these are double-sized plots. And we have a little bit of wealth, so we can think about what we want to produce. Maybe some eggs, maybe the goat shed for hides. I mean, there are nice big plots for farms. I mean, we are producing vegetables already, so I think we're okay for that. I think I'm actually going to go for the goats for the hides. As hides we can turn into leather. And I'm going to go ahead and do 2 of those. Although this house might actually be empty, I don't know. Okay, so we now have our goats. They're going to produce us some hides. With those we can build a tannery, which our hunting camp will need as well for its hides. So let me just find which tab that is in. Industry. So there we go, tannery. So produce some leather, which we can sell in the trading post. As they're being produced here, I think that's our army returning. We do have our hunting camp here as well, which produces hides. I think we will place this... Where we're going to place this, I don't know actually. Maybe along this road here. It might not be the most efficient, but I don't want to take up too much space here. So it's under construction. We do have spare families. Our storage is full, so let's have a look. We can upgrade this once we get some more planks, but we are selling all our planks at the moment. Let's increase plank production. And adjust what we want to have in stock. So I'm going to put we want a minimum of 8 in stock. Actually, we're going to put 10 because that's what we need for that upgrade. Okay, we can now upgrade the storehouse. We're actually doing okay. Our approval's going up. Our wealth is going up. Have a look at our requirements, and we can see we need water access, we need a church, we've got the food, we don't have the clothing yet, but we will soon with the tannery. So let's sort out the water supply because we never did build that well. We did look at it. For some reason I chose not to build it. We wanted it close to our housing, so I think we're going to place it up here, and then I'm going to place a road through the back here. There we go. So another thing they want is a church, and for us to construct a church we're going to need a lot of planks. We're going to need 20, so we're going to have to go back to our trading post and adjust that again. We do have 20. Let's order the construction of a church as well then. Which I'm going to place over here. We can actually disband this army if we want to, and that will help us increase our production of everything. So let's go ahead and do that. If we need an army, we're now going to hire mercenaries, which is done here. We're not going to do it yet because we don't need an army yet, but in 209 days we definitely will. And if we see any more bandit camps appear, we're going to take them out with mercenaries because they've stolen from us quite a lot. Okay, so we now have our well. Just going to fulfill everyone's water requirements. Church is under construction. So is the tannery. How are we doing? We've got 10 months of food and fuel. That's good. There is a hunting limit on this hunting camp, so if you drop down to 10 they will stop hunting. You can adjust that down if you want to, if you need the food. So we might need to upgrade something. Another ruler's army, that means there's a bandit camp. Let's see where that is, because we're going to show you some battle now. We're going to go in and take this bandit camp before the other ruler does. Where is he coming from? He's actually going to beat us there. So that would be a waste of our money. Not too pleased about that, to be honest. I was hoping we'd get to do that bandit camp. We need the influence. We could try and beat him there, but I doubt it. We do have 18 available. Let's try the bandits. I'm not sure where they're going to spawn in. If they're nearby, they are. We do have a chance. I'm going to put them on run because we want to try and beat them. I'm not too sure we will, but we'll get the spoils of war, I think. Don't know if we'll get the battle, unless they see us first.
Pick up the pace. Attack!
They've already gone into battle with them.
Yes, sire. Forward.
Basically, if we can defeat some bandits in battle, we'll gain influence. We're going to send this to the treasury again. If your town needs it, send it to your town, but we're going to take it because we want to. And we want to pay for these guys for longer.
Yes, sire.
I'm going to move them away and just leave them hanging around somewhere in case of any more bandits appear. They are going to cost us 50 of our wealth every month. And yeah, I think this has gone on for quite a while, this video, isn't it? So I think we better leave that one there. I think we had a pretty good start. We're making some good regional wealth. The only thing we're lacking is influence at the moment, so we're going to try and work on that next time. And yeah, leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. I hope you picked up some good tips here. Do try and build these vegetable gardens early on. They are really worth it with your food. And yeah, leave me some comments, guys. Do like, subscribe, and we'll see you again soon for another one. Bye for now, everyone.